Hey guys, what is up? Aaron Kusher from Overlanding Garage, and today I'm going to teach you how to take this off of that. This is the front sway bar to the Jeep Wrangler here, and whether you're taking it off just to kind of refurbish the sway bar itself or taking it off because of the bushings right here need to be replaced, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's a pretty quick and easy job with some basic tools that anyone can do, and it will really save you some money if you can do it in-house as opposed to going to mechanic. All right guys, so now we're looking at the passenger side kind of suspension, the sway bar and the sway bar end link. First thing you want to do is obviously remove the sway bar end link itself, because if this is attached to this, you're not going to be able to take that off of the Jeep. So that is the first step in the process. Now, if you guys want a video on how to remove the sway bar end links, put a comment in the comment section below and I will gladly make you one. All right guys, so here we are in the front of the Jeep. Here is the sway bar and here is the coupling. There is the bushing that we're trying to replace. And if you notice, there are two sets of bolts, one here on the frame and one on the back side of the frame. There is also this little tiny tab that unfortunately, let me see if I can get an angle here for you, is butting up against the nut right there, if you can see, or the bolt right there, if you can see. So the real question is how do we fix that? Now we're back under the Jeep and right under the radiator. Here is the radiator right here. Here is the front bumper right here. There is this body mount right here, this bushing. It is a 16 mil and we're gonna put that on and we're gonna take this right off. This will absolutely give you enough play where you can move that grill up just a little bit in order to get the space you need to wrench that second bolt out. And gives you a chance to kind of look at how your bushings are. Take a look at these, if they're corroded, if you need to replace them, now's a good time to do it. Okay guys, so now we have the bushing for the body mount up front gone. We have the sway bar end links removed. We're able to kind of turn now this sway bar. What you're gonna have to do to get it out of the way, because this back bolt right here is impossible to get at when the sway bar is connected to the sway bar end link. So you need to remove both sides, both end links, in order to rotate the sway bar itself. And now we can get to this bolt right here, which is really a pain in the ass to get. But the trick is this. I kind of use a hammer and I put it between the sway bar and the grill and I gently give it a little bit of lift so I get it in there with my wrench, and now I can start to release this. It is not the easiest, and I found that using gloves is almost impossible. So now I already started the process, but that's kind of how you do it. Now I was able to get that out. And again, I would apply a little anti-seize on these when you put them back on, clean them up a little bit, which we're going to do. Some anti-seize so they're not difficult to get to next time. Once you have those off, you simply just are going to lift this out of the way, gently as you can. If you want, you can take off the fog lights. It certainly might help so you don't bang the body. And off it goes. Sometimes getting this coupling off of the sway bar isn't the easiest thing to do. You really want to pull from the rubber on the bottom and lift it up over the bar. You may also run into a problem where getting the actual bushing out of the coupling is seemingly impossible. You can pull on it, yank at it, and you just can't seem to get out. It's kind of just fused its way into the metal. So all I do is I take a hammer, a flathead screwdriver, and I kind of get into this little groove as much as I can, do a little light banging, and eventually you can remove it. As you can tell, this sway bar isn't in terrible shape, but it's not in the greatest of shape. I really don't want to put it back onto the Jeep without kind of restoring it to the best of my ability. Same with these couplings here. You notice there's a lot of corrosion on these, a lot of surface rust. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I can restore these as well. Because if I'm going to put brand new bushings on, I want to make sure that all the parts are as clean as they can be, so this lasts me another 10 years plus. So let's get to that.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pacing on a sleepless night. Try.
All right, guys, that is a wrap on how to remove the sway bar from your Jeep. Now, they are drying and the sway bar and the couplings look fantastic. I'm really, really happy with how they turned out. But we're not installing them anytime soon on this. As you notice, it is fairly taken apart here. This is what was on there for the, if you can guess what this is the brake dust shield. So that's the kind of crap we're talking about on this thing. Might have to replace the steering knuckle on this. We're gonna replace the coils. We're gonna replace the shocks on this. So I will make a video on how to do all those, especially the steering knuckle, which is a tricky, kind of a tricky job. So stay tuned for that. Also, later on this week, we're dropping a video on rotors. Now, this rotor is a passenger side rotor. It was difficult to remove at best. I have a trick that I'm gonna show you for the driver's side that requires no sledgehammers, no heat, no PV blaster. Very easy, very simple. Very minimal effort to pop off those frozen or stuck rotors, so stay tuned for that as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please drop them below and I will gladly answer. Until next time, y'all, peace.